You evaluate a game where you get, I think it's 4 takeaways, but then give up 560 yards.
Well, it's hot and cold. I mean, there's a lot of good things that happen, and there's some things that weren't so good. And obviously our challenge is to keep correcting the problems and accentuate the things that are good and build on the positive. At this point, we need to go back and look at the film again, see where those things are at. And obviously the passing game, a lot of deep balls, a lot of deep shots that were 50-50 balls that we didn't make enough plays on. That had a lot to do with that yardage output. I think haven't been able to study the statistics very thoroughly yet, but so just a quick peek here, 147 yards rushing, but I think 65 or 70 of it came on that very first touchdown. So again, the number's higher than you'd like it to be, but I think when you start looking at averages without that play, it's probably a pretty good day as far as rush defense goes. So again, it's going to be a matter of just going through the corrections.
Jay, what did you see from your safeties after you made that change in game?
After I made
And how did they look with Hester and Hampton playing together?
I thought we played better, tackled a little better. Again, some of the things that were going on in the pass game were also tied into the fact that when 12 was in the backfield and was a threat to run the football, it pulls one of your safeties down a little bit out of pass coverage and opens up some things over the top. So it becomes a matter of choosing what you want to try to stop, and then realizing what the weaknesses are that go with that. So. But I thought we settled down and played better, obviously, after we got through the better part of the first quarter.
Jay, just to clarify, was Chaffee shaken up, or was that a coach's decision?
I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you, whether there was an injury involved there or whether it was just a deal where Coach Bush felt like Kai might serve a little better at that point in time. That's probably not the answer you're looking for, but that's the truth. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Jay, what ends up being the winning touchdown, the pass out of the backfield to the running back, did somebody lose track of him? What happened on
Kamoko's guy, the 5 technique had the back. He was right there on the same side. And it's a blitz we've been working in practice. It hadn't had any problems with it, but for whatever reason, back got around him and he didn't see him in time. And obviously I threw the touchdown over his head.
And just to follow up on Ryan's question, Coach Ash just mentioned that obviously the play before that had a ball on the ground and couldn't recover. How frustrating is that when you almost had a turnover?
Extremely frustrating because we coach these guys when to scoop a ball and when not to. And obviously the time not to is when you're in heavy traffic and there are a lot of people around because if you don't get it, then it winds up on the ground, becomes a situation where the other team can get it, and that's exactly what happened. Had we just fallen on the ball, we would have had possession. No points would have been on the board, and we would have been right in the fight.
More questions? Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Jay.
One of the points leading up to this week was their wildcat formation. How do you think your team handled defending that?
Overall, pretty good. They had a lot of rushing yards out of that backfield package last week. I don't know. We obviously hadn't had a chance to break the rushing totals down by who was in the backfield at what time. But, again, considering 60-some, maybe 70 yards of that is all on that first touchdown run, I got to think that the averages there are pretty solid in terms of how we did against them when the Wildcat people were in the backfield.